and the book is now in print. Landlocked, he has been going to sea in his imagination, spinning out his tale of the relentless Captain Ahab of the Pequod, chasing the white monster to the ends of the earth. Here, among these hills, he has found the inspiration to write the most ambitious American novel of the century, creating, in Ahab, a character to rank with the best of Shakespeare's tragic heroes, a wounded soul at war with the world, and raging against it at every turn with curses hurled at man, beast, and God. For the author of such a major work, Melville is still very young. At 32, he is handsome in the rugged, masculine way of a young outdoorsman. Tall for the times, he is broad-shouldered and bearded, with dark brown hair that is thick and glossy, and blue eyes that are ever curious and alert. His own early adventures at sea on whaling vessels and an American warship are now well behind him. Eager to make his mark in the world, he has been trying to win fame as a writer almost from the moment his last ship docked 7 years ago. He has made remarkable progress, with several books now to his credit, each written at blazing speed, and most of them earning him praise, if not a lot of money. Published in November, Moby-dick is far superior to anything he has done before. It raises its basic tale of a whaling voyage to the level of an epic adventure and a spiritual odyssey. This is supposed to be his breakthrough work, a potential bestseller that will establish him as an author with few peers. It has only recently landed on the shelves of the local bookstore in Pittsfield, and the response has not been good. Buyers have been few. In fact, the novel is selling poorly everywhere, and though there are several favorable reviews, the bad ones are especially damning. Tiresome, inartistic, and not worth the money asked for it are some of the milder criticisms in the American press. The worst attacks portray the author as a clever rascal, determined to imperil the reader's soul by piratical assaults on the most sacred associations of life. One critic is so outraged by the novel's impieties that he confidently prophesies divine retribution as the price of the author's literary sins. The Judgment Day, declares the reviewer, will hold him liable for not turning his talents to better account. Even here in Pittsfield, some of the criticism has been harsh. An old puritanical streak among the town's best families has caused them to shun the book. They have been shocked to hear the author condemned so forcefully for his irreverence. The serious part of the community about here, Melville has learned, have loudly spoken of the book, saying it is more than blasphemous. Deeply in debt from the purchase of his farm, little more than a year ago when he moved abruptly from New York, he has pinned all his hopes on his masterpiece paying rich returns. Now the grim fact is slowly beginning to emerge that his earnings will be paltry. Throughout the rest of his life, the American sales of Moby-dick will bring him only $556.37 on sales of just over 3,000 copies. The book is an unmitigated commercial disaster. What should have been the happy close of a triumphant year, a time for celebrating the creation of a groundbreaking work, has instead become for Melville a sobering moment of public defeat. Sensitive to criticism, though often feigning indifference to it, he could be forgiven for avoiding any festive celebrations in the neighborhood and nursing his battered pride at home beside a warm fire. Yet here he is at the holiday party, standing beside the most remarkable woman he knows, the new mistress of Broad Hall. He seems to have some idea that a surprise is in store for him. When dinner is announced, he takes his hostess by the arm and leads her into the dining room, leaving her husband to follow, as if this is Melville's home, and Sarah is his wife. When they reach the table, a beautiful laurel wreath lies before them on a plate gleaming in the candlelight, the handiwork of Mrs. Morewood, who has a talent for floral design. Without a word, she picks up the wreath and gently lifts it to Melville's brow, pressing close against him on her toes because he is so much taller. For a moment they look like actors playing a scene in an old drama. With a little imagination, this looks like the moment on stage when a queen crowns her champion or a maiden shows her favor to the victor of a race. At this crucial time in Melville's career, when his fortune